Heavy duty. Hold on one second. I just always check just to make sure. If he's back in for a second. Let's see if we're live. I believe we are. Heavy duty. Yep. Hold on one second. We're live on Facebook. So let me go ahead and close this out. If he's back in. All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Dorian, again, I'll say this as I've had an opportunity to say this to many of the qualified Millionaire Circle earners. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to share this time with you. To introduce you to my folks, not my folks, but people who follow me, because I love to hear these stories. Earlier, and I don't mind saying this. I was talking to Trace, and we talked about him. I was getting emotional for some of the things that he said, especially when he told me the data he had, which was ridiculous. And I forgot to ask you that prior to this, but if we get into it, if you mind from a crypto perspective, if you mind, giving us one of those phenomenal days I'm sure you've been having, on a financial note. And we could do that because, as you know, we don't have a Series 7 here. We don't give financial advice. We don't do annuities. We don't do mortgages. We don't do any of the above.
That's the best book club ever.
Best book club and social club. You know it. I always said the same thing you could share at the cigar bar or a cookout or the barbershop, you could share right here. And so it's I'm glad to have you today, man. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this. First of all, congratulations for becoming a millionaire earner with UIGI. It's a big deal. It's not easy, as you know. There's some people who do it in a year. There's some people who may do it in 6 months, and some people may do it in 3 months. But the only reason that you're awarded the Millionaire Earner Ring is because you have made money for you and your family. And that's the only reason. I can't wait to put that ring on your finger. But hey, man, welcome. Let's go and jump into this. Dorian Ritchie, where you live? Where do you reside?
So I reside in Northern Virginia, but I'm from Morristown, New Jersey. So
see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I'm from that North Jersey world. So I know a lot of people probably on your page who are from around the same circles. So I've had cousins out of East Orange and Newark and around those places. And so, but I went to school. I wrestled in high school and I went to college at Morgan State in Baltimore. Gotcha. And I stayed down in the area, met my wife down in this area, stayed down in this Northern Virginia area. So we're out here and out near the Dulles Airport, great school system, high taxes, the whole nine. Got a couple of kids. Son graduating from college from Hopkins. I got a son graduating from high school on his way to college, and so I'm just normal everyday person, man. And it's funny, I listen to a lot of your stories and you talk about that 97%. And so I was at 97% who worked in network marketing probably for many, many years, but was unsuccessful. Didn't make the money that I thought I should be based off of my personality and just my style and just being able to talk to people and interact with people. But it just never came to fruition. And so, but I'm passionate about business. I've been in real estate for 20 years, residential real estate agent, owned my own franchise before the mortgage crisis hit, and then I lost everything. And I had to rebuild in 2008, 2009, I had to rebuild almost from scratch. I was working, I had to come back and I was working overnight stocking shelves at Target. I was working overnight as a night auditor at the hotel, doing whatever I could until I got my real estate business back on its feet. And so, but, hard work, it's just what we do, right? And so, but then I stumbled across a corporate America job in the mortgage industry, been there 9 years. And so I've realized that I'm not great at corporate America, right? So I'm a business person stifled in my cubicle at my corporate job. And I work in the mortgage industry, successful. I'm an account executive there, very good salary. And so, but what it's done over these last couple of years is allowed me to take some chances in the crypto space. And so, I've been in there for about 3 years now, passionate about it. A funny story, my wife went overseas, and so I stayed behind and had to have my son here in school and everything. And I wasn't going out, I wasn't partying, I was there. I was banking all that money in crypto, and making some good decisions. I ain't ashamed to tell people I bought my jeans from Sam's Club, but I'd go put another $100 in crypto.
That's
And
right.
so, and then, 3 years later, I woke up and the portfolio was amazing. And
Mm.
so, I was getting emails from you. So I was part of Rabu Friends. And
Okay.
so, but so I stayed on your email list all this time. And so
For years.
for years.
Wow.
But you've never been my sponsor in anything at all, but I just knew of your name and knew of your industry, knew of you in the industry. And so shout out to my cousin, Raymond Jr. He called me, and we just been talking crypto over the years. And he's like, dude, you need to look at this group. He's like, you need to reconnect with Rabu and look at this investment group. And so I did that and looked at the phases, and I was like, okay, so I've been watching my crypto portfolio, all the volatility for about a year and a half, right? And I said, not one time was it actually working for me. So I did some staking rewards in my wallet, anything else, but nothing like like Tron case, right? And so it's funny because what I did was I split my Tron, left in staking in my wallet, and put the other one in Tron case just to monitor how they were doing against each other. And so
I know what happened.
is it right? So it's just been an amazing opportunity. I made some decisions about Bitcoin, and I was like, all right, so Bitcoin could possibly get to $1 million in 3, 4, 5 years. But if I get me an Amazon store, this can work for me for 5 to 10 to 15 years. And then when I watched the video and Bishop was like, you can will this to your kids, it was a no-brainer. See, because I have grown up where, we live from generation to generation and not necessarily passing along anything to any of our family members. I watched family members pass away over the last few years and watched my family look for ways to find money for their funerals. And I'm on a mission personally for myself and just breaking the cycle. I've got 2 young men that I'm raising, and I want to be able to leave a legacy behind with them. And this Amazon store is the one thing that I was a must have for me. And so when I did it like this. I sat my wife down. I was like, hey, look, this is not network marketing. this is not network marketing. I said, but this is what this can do for our family. And I said, I don't have to take anything from the household. I got my portfolio, boom, done. And it was just made happen. And so I'm excited. I appreciate the opportunity just to be a part of the club, right? Your leadership is tremendous. And so just being around people who are like-minded, for me, psychologically, just keeps me motivated. So, I had a nice conversation with Paula from Europe. And
Yeah,
she's like, I
Paula's
said,
cool. She's one of my favorite moderators, man. She's the truth.
I was like, Paula, I just need a couple minutes of your time. Just talk to me about copy pro traders. Walk me through it. Dude, we were on the phone like 30 minutes, just chit-chatting and talking through it. And so, but I was like, you mean I don't have to make these decisions myself? Because see, I've been making decisions myself for the last 3 years, right?
Absolutely.
And I was like, and so here's someone who's got like 20 years of experience in the industry making the decisions now for me, right? So, and the one thing I enjoy about crypto, it's anyone can be successful. And it literally levels the playing field. And I say that because I follow a ton of people on Twitter in the industry, and even they make mistakes in crypto, right? So they can make a mistake as a quote unquote expert, and even someone who's a novice can make mistakes. But then everyone can still have that same level of success as well. It's so amazing. And so, I did some things. put some things in motion. I talked to my cousin. I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna reconnect." So, I was like, "What phases are you in?" He's like, "Hey, I'm in these." I was like, "All right." Then I was like, "How do I get a ring?" And so he was like, "Cuz this is what you need to do. You need to get a ring." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna get a ring, and then I'm gonna circle back, and we're gonna help you get a ring." And so
Man, I love
and,
it.
and
That means
so
you
that
help to make a lot of money, just like you're making.
and so man, it's just been an amazing ride. Once again, I'm an everyday professional, right? I'm a working Joe right now, but I'm working on my exit strategy from corporate America, and everything that I do right now, because I still dabble a little bit in real estate as well. Um, I'm making moves in the crypto market just to kind of put myself in it. And I will say though, part of the requirements for being a ring or getting the ring was to be a VIP member. And I actually did that before I finished up my phases because I saw the value there for myself, right? Um, and working with people who were above me, right? When I say above me, not a sponsor, but someone who's a millionaire, someone who's a billionaire, right? So I want to get in those rooms so I can have coffee or conversations with those type of people, right? I want to learn from someone who's already done it. And so I was like, okay, I gotta be a VIP member. And in a minute I did it, boom, something else happened, boom. I was like, okay, I'm in the right place right now. This is the right group. Uh, I plug into every video I can possibly plug into. And I stay on the phones most of the day for my job, but anytime that anyone's doing a live or talking about what they're doing, what they got going on, I'm following it, right? Because you can learn a little bit of something from everybody. And so I follow a lot of people in the group to watch what they're doing, watch the moves they're making, just to see. It's like, hey, well, I've got a little bit of mad money over here stashed away. Let me move that over here and see if I can make it work a little bit more for me. And so, so far it's worked, and I'm excited. I'm excited about what next year is going to bring for me, right? So not now, but I'm excited about 12 months from now when my store is rocking and rolling, when some of my other moves that I made are really ready to pop. So.
Wow. Well, see, I'm glad you took a lot of questions I was going to ask, which is good.
Sorry about
And it's
that.
all good, but I'm gonna circle back and hit some key points that I heard. First of all, Morristown, my good friend Josh Cochran, the Cochran family's from Morristown. So you got to know the Cochrans. They're phenomenal people. So, it's
Is that
small. I'm sure you bumped into them.
is it
But
is that the group of they are brothers, right? Isn't there a few brothers?
it's a lot of them, man.
It's like Daniel and yeah. So there were Cochrans that I wrestled with growing up from like
Okay.
Little League Wrestling. The Cochran family, they had three brothers who wrestled with us growing up. And so I'm sure, because that's a name that there may be some cousins around.
Now,
But
they're a big
yeah.
family in Morristown. Trust me when I
Okay.
say that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
man.
But
Because Morristown ain't that big. So,
exactly.
yeah, we
Exactly.
all know a lot of people know each other there.
Wonderful. Well, listening to some of the things you said, it's cool, man. Like someone who's watching right now for the first time and they don't know what UIGI is. You did a great job of, giving a background, how you found us. Through your cousin, through staying on that email list of mine. I had no clue you were on the email list. I had 80,000 people on the email list. I don't know who's on the email list, and it was interesting, man. Like you say, you're in corporate America. Now I know you're appreciative, of the place that you are in corporate America, but it's probably just not your goals. It's a means to an end, or it's a means to getting away so you can really, set your plate for yourself.
Right.
And so it's always great to interview someone who's earned the ring. For those who are watching, Dorian has put himself in a position where he's making money now. Okay. Now I know he's excited about the future, but in these phases, he's making money now. Every phase we have, you make money, like now, which is a real big thing. And as we talk about, you guys have probably heard us talk about this, and he and I chatted a little bit prior to this with our 1/3 rule. He was telling me, man, his wife got excited. They started raising some debt. I don't think people understand how liberating it is when you turn around and you don't owe anybody a darn thing.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's a great, now you got to pay your light bill, your gas bill, you know, groceries, but
But I'm talking about those interest rate credit cards, 22% credit cards, those ones that just kind of hang out. They're set up for you to never pay off, right?
absolutely.
And so, and I'm going to tell you, being in the mortgage industry and understanding the credit and the mortgage side of it, and so how the industry is set up for people to keep people unsuccessful, right? Your everyday folks. And so, you know, I've been able to just erase this last quarter 50 plus, just
Wow.
done, right? You know, and so it's just been amazing, right? And so I've been blessed, of course, right? And so, but I've also been not afraid to take a chance, right? And even when I was no longer part of like Rabu Friends, right? I wasn't unsubscribing for your emails, right? Because every time you say something out, you got some type of motivational message coming out with it, some type of nugget that you can learn from. And so I think it's been 3 years since I really kind of plugged back into you and what you were doing. And it was just amazing. So.
Wow, wow, wow. And just so, you know, for those who listen, Rabu's Friends had to remorph. It turned into Business Frenzy because it was a marketing firm. But then when I started to do my master class, I took the title Rabu's Friends and put it on the master class. So that still exists, but Business Frenzy, that one no longer. And like anybody else, man, like you've been an entrepreneur. You know, I was just trying things to make sure something worked, you know, but everything I tried, I did my best to make sure that it benefited everybody. You know, one of my mentors says, always give more in use value than you will ever receive in cash value, and you'll win. You know, and so even with, you know, helping to put this club together, my partner Russell, like he decided, you know, let's put a Facebook page together. I was like, yeah, let's do that. You know, and he said, if I put it together, you know, if I put this Facebook together, I'm sure you'll invite people to it. And this thing just grew, man. And it's amazing. You know, I hear stories like yours every day. And these are for people who haven't earned the ring yet. The ring earning stories, you know, will grow and grow and grow. These stories are being shared all over the world.
Right.
I interviewed Rochelle the other day, and some of my friends from Thailand called me, you know, because they saw I got a large friend group in Thailand. And they called me and inboxed me on Facebook and said they loved her interview. I'm going to get the same thing later on today from Tracy.
That's amazing.
I'll get the same thing from your interview, you know, because people are hearing different stories of massive success.
Right.
You know,
right. From everyday people, right? And so, you know, Tracy's story was very heartwarming to me, you know, because he was in the military for so long, and his wife is military, and being, you know, I know several people from that world, and understanding how their retirement works, right? And understanding how, you know, some things that he's doing are just totally life-changing. And for him to have the goal to be able to say to his wife, hey, I want you to work if you want to work, right? I want you to have a choice, right? And so that's my new mission. I'm out after paying off student loans. That's the next mission, because I want to be able to, when my wife, you know, when it's her time for her exit strategy, I'm like, do you want to retire, or do you really want to retire, right? And relax. Right. And so that's the thing. But it's amazing. So, you know, I'm appreciative to what this group offers. The people in the group are all amazing and just willing to share and answer questions, and, you know, it's no negativity, right? It's just, I'm in a good place right here. I love being in this space right here in UIGI.
It's something that you said, even in reference to our VIP group. So for people who are watching right now, and I really don't spend a lot of time in the VIP group, you know, from in an interview style like this, but you brought it up. You know, we have a group, UIGI, with 51,000, close to 52,000 people. And then we have a little select VIP group that you have to qualify for. That's something that you mentioned. You say you want to be able to have coffee and have conversations with millionaires and billionaires. You know, it's funny. You know, for those who follow hip hop, and I believe almost everybody follow hip hop, or they know the name Jay-Z. Okay. Right. You could be 18 or 80, you know the name Jay-Z. Well, people started to watch Jay-Z get into conversations with Warren Buffett. Now, Jay-Z and Warren Buffett, they didn't grow up in the same neighborhood, but Jay-Z made sure that he was in circles of billionaires. Right. Thus, now he's a billionaire. Now, people saw this. We sat back and watched it on the internet. We watched interviews on TV. We heard about it. We saw it in the magazines. And, people like, wow, Jay-Z talking to Warren Buffett, right? And we, the members of UIGI, have the same opportunity to converse with billionaires, who are giving their time to us, and have not millionaires, billionaires who are giving their time to us. I can't mention what happened, but we got a tip the other day, and you jumped on that tip and
didn't think twice.
Man,
did not think twice.
And not if that tip comes into, and it's not insider trading, we don't deal with stocks or anything like that, but if that tip turns to 10 cents, the money is going to be made is ridiculous, but that's just because we have access. Right. We have access.
Yeah. It's important. You have to have a seat at the table. Right. And so, and a lot of people don't get in the room, and then they be in the room and sitting at the table where you can actually hear the conversations is golden. And so for me, being a successful and unsuccessful business person, right? Because I've tried a lot of things over the years, and real estate is the one thing I've always been successful in. But to still be able to now understanding how to make my money grow and make my money work. And I got those nuggets for people like you. And so people who are making their money grow, and then, just your leadership, right? And the fact that you care about other people, right? And so you're very humble, but you're a very strong leader from the standpoint where, you will have a conversation with anyone just to make sure that they understand, right? That thing that you did yesterday for Mom's Day in Tronca's, man, that's just the type of person you are, but that's also the type of person that I like to be around. Someone who's mind giving and is not necessarily looking for the pat on the back while they do it. They just do it because that's what their heart is telling them to do. And so I love being in this group. I'm going to be in this group. I'm going to tell you right now, for everyone else out there, I'm not a builder. And maybe that's why I've never had success in network marketing.
Now let me interrupt. Some people don't know what a builder is. A builder is somebody who can recruit and build a large network marketing team. That's what a builder is. Go ahead.
So I will say I am an amazing coach of young adults, kids, baseball, football, basketball, great coach. Got T-ball players who are now playing in college, right? But I am not a network marketing builder where I can build a team, because like I can mentor and motivate you, but if you as an adult aren't motivating yourself, I can't get past that point. So I am literally where I'm at today because of the moves that I've been able to make from myself through my portfolio, my crypto investments. I've got a handful of people that I sent my promo page to last week when I finally got it done. But I'm not someone who's a recruiter, right? And it's not because I don't enjoy it. I just haven't been good at it. And so therefore it's an uncomfortable space for me right now. And so, but at the same time, it's talking to people about buying products and that's not what this is, right? So right. This is just an investment. I will tell you, I could go downstairs in my basement right now and I can get you a bag of vitamins. I can get you some weight loss products. I can get you a Hilo and probably still have one case of wine from direct sellers. But, but I will say with this, it's just sharing the information with someone who is a like-minded person. And then even sharing it with someone who's not like-minded, who may see my video, right? Because I'm sure there's a couple of people right now from Morristown who are plugged in right now, just because of the network that you have. And I'm just a hometown. Yeah, I'm just a hometown kid, right? Just a kid who left home, wrestled in college, did my thing, and just never went back to Morristown. but that's where home is for me. And so I've got a huge connection back there. I do a lot of charity work here locally, a lot of coaching and everything. Got a nonprofit that I give to in Jamaica, and I want to be able to really boost up what I can give to them over the next 12 months, because they're doing some great things for the young ladies in Jamaica. And so those are the things I'm passionate about. And so I'm very simple, very simple pleasures. I don't need a whole lot of flashiness. I'll tell you, that ring is probably going to be the flashiest thing I had since I got my wedding band. And so, but I'm going to wear it every day. I'm gonna wear it every day. And when people ask me about it, I'll be able to talk through it and let them know about our book club and how amazing it is.
I love it, man. This is great. You know what's interesting? And you don't have to be a builder here. I'll tell you something to add to what you're saying. It's not that you weren't a great recruiter. Okay. So here, you've been in the mortgage and real estate industry for years. You're good. This one thing I tell a lot of people, I get brain surgeons who join us in the network. Let's talk about network marketing. We get the best of the best, superintendents of schools, teachers, police officers, doctors, We get the best, the brightest of the brightest to join network marketing. But unfortunately, a lot of them just fail at it. And I'll tell you, most people that you approach, people don't like to pay to play. The average person doesn't want to pay a startup cost to anybody. Why do I have to pay money to get started? Even though, making an investment is how you start a business, but sometimes that doesn't compute. Number two, some people don't like to pay a monthly bill. They look at products that they're buying as another bill, So that's number two. Then number three, some people say to myself, wait a minute, if the way I'm going to make money is I got to do to people what you did to me, nah, I'm not with it. And I've seen that for years.
Right.
So, bro, it's not that you're not a good recruiter. Sometimes when people see the package, not you, but when they see what there's offered, they're like, nah, I don't know. They love, trust, and respect you, but it might not be their thing. But now, when you send somebody your promo page, or you take a screenshot of the money you made in one of these phases, whether it's Tron case, Hyperfund, you take a screenshot and send somebody a text and say, look, man, I didn't do anything for this. This is the money I made on my money. It's incredible how people get back to you. It's staggering.
It's interesting. Yeah. It's interesting because Tron case was the very first thing that I looked at. And it's been less than 30 days. And I've almost matched my investment in rewards in Tron case.
And rewards, not in the portfolio growing, but just in the rewards from sharing.
Just in reward, just rewards.
I love it. And you're making money in Tron case twofold.
Right. Right. Because I was already in Tron, right? So I had already been following Justin Sun. I had already been plugging into everything that he was doing. And so I already had that in my portfolio, in my wallet. And so, but it wasn't working. It wasn't working for me. Right. And so it wasn't working for me at the level that Tron case offers. And so, but of course, right. So I took a third of that portfolio, moved it into Tron case just to dabble, right? Just to say, okay, what is it? What do the rewards look like on this side? And I'm super happy with what those rewards look like. So, and I just got started with Copy Pro Traders last week. And so that one,
that's a killer. Yeah, you don't have to think. And like I told Trace, and I tell a lot of people, I'm a lifelong learner, and I like to learn things, but I don't want to learn how to trade. I don't want to develop the stomach of guessing.
Right.
So, but there are people who love that, and Copy Pro Traders, it's a beast because you do nothing. And you're making money like crazy.
To nothing, and I am going to add that mortgage class to my toolkit. Because being from the mortgage industry, that information is just going to be so valuable. It's valuable to everyone. Just so you understand how the mortgage system works.
How the game works, right?
You have to understand the game to be able to play the game.
Right.
And so And so that's my next goal, just to be able to take that class, tuck it into my toolkit. So when I'm in retirement, I've got something that I can go on, take on as an additional hobby.
Wow, wow, I love. And look what you said, an additional hobby, a hobby that'll make you millions of dollars. That's a good hobby to have, man.
Well, I'm too young to retire officially, but I'm going to continue to keep the business hobbies going as long as I can.
Man, I love this, man. Like it's every time I interview someone who's earned, and the key word there is earned, this position to become part of this millionaire circle. I can't wait to get those rings on y'all fingers. You gotta hear me. The jeweler is one of the best. Her clients are Mary J. Blige, the Kardashians, Katy Perry, Michelle Obama. I gotta say, her clients are some of the most popular, prestigious stars that we know, and her designs are amazing. You seen the ring, it's gorgeous. I can't wait for you guys to get that ring on your fingers with the appraisals that come with it,
Yeah.
and that's a cool thing, man. So look,
So I'm just hoping you pull off Vegas, because I've got to be in Vegas anyway, and so I could kill two birds with one stone. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping you
I'm
pull
working
that
hard
off.
on Vegas, man. So when I say I'm working hard, even though I don't want a job, or business, I just like to invest. I'm working hard on Vegas. So we're gonna make something major happen. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna
Hey,
be.
well, I appreciate you taking the time, Rabu, to talk to me today. For all of the UIGI family out there, thank you for all your support this far. It's been amazing. And look forward to meeting everyone a little bit later on down the road.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you taking out the time to share your story, because there's someone listening right now who they mirror your story, and there are people who there are people with portfolios, that, going through the volatility of crypto, and there are people who have no clue, how to mess with crypto. We make it simple with UIGI. We got 80-year-old people, not taking anything away from 80-year-old people because they got a whole bunch of wisdom, but some of them aren't that technically savvy when it comes to computers. Not that you have to be, and they're not that technically savvy when it comes to apps and stuff like that. We got 80-year-old folks here killing it. You know what I mean? Killing it. And that's, again, that's not to take anything away from their wisdom, but it's probably not in their wheelhouse to be messing with these apps. But it's that simple,
Right.
that they're killing the game. Then
And
we got
any
13-year-olds.
and anyone, and I was going to say, and anyone can be successful. There's no measuring stick in crypto, right? And so stick your toe in the waters. This is not financial advice, but like, Starbucks, you don't have to do Starbucks. You can do regular coffee at home. You can cut down here, cut down there, and reallocate. I call it the reallocating of funds.
Yep.
Like reallocating funds that you are already spending to give yourself a chance to, start to build a portfolio, a nest egg. And for me, right, it's, I had like a list of all my bills, and I had them in order, like 1 through 8. And I was like, okay, this is what I want to pay off first. This is next. This is next. This is next. And I just started chip away until there was 0 on the list.
Wait, hold on for a
And
second.
so,
Well, when did you start with us?
2.5 months ago.
Well, okay, so here's the killer to the whole interview. 2.5 months ago, you started with UIGI and start getting acclimated to some of these phases.
Right.
And maybe not all, maybe some of the money you made within the last 2.5 months has helped contribute to wiping away debt, major debt.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what every time I say it's crazy, my wife says, stop saying it's crazy. Just call it the new normal. Well, that's the new normal.
That's the new normal.
Wow.
That's the new normal. It's just amazing. It's a great opportunity for you to stumble into success.
Well, I'm gonna keep stumbling.
Yeah, you don't have to have a master's degree, a doctoral degree. You don't have to have any of that, right? And so I tease people all the time. I got my little BS degree, and I got my little BS degree, and I roll. But I understand opportunity, and I'm not afraid to take a chance on an opportunity when the opportunity presents itself. Oh. And so And, you know, it was important for me to be able to, when time comes, to be able to sit in the room with other millionaires and billionaires to pick their brains some more, so that I can still be working to those type of goals in my life.
Wow. Well, Dorian, I want to thank you, man.
Thank you.
Again, it's a pleasure. Thank you for earning the ring. I know you'll have other people that you've referred to the group that will follow in your footsteps. Just like you said, you're going to help your cousin get the ring next. You know,
Yep.
it's a wonderful thing, man. So, hey, if you're watching this right now, you know, Dorian's story is phenomenal. Just like our other ring earners, we have more ring earners down the pike that I'll be interviewing. I'm interviewing each and every last person who's earned that ring to be in a millionaire circle. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know, typically in some businesses, they say we can't make income claims. Well, we don't make income claims here. We make income facts. You just heard this gentleman say over the last 2.5 months, with the majority of the money he's made here, he's knocked off bills. We don't make income claims. We make income. We have income facts here. And there's not a person who's part of our club that does not have the opportunity now to say to themselves, I will make millions. Not one person, because we already have many, many, many people in our group who's already surpassed $1 million in earnings. You know, not in production, not in sales, but $1 million in earnings. That's part of our group, and it's a wonderful thing. So, man, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, you enjoy the night. You have my number. I have to start saying this to all the Millionaire Clubbers. When you have a question for me, you're part of that VIP group, bro. Don't pick up the phone, give a buzz, you know, inbox me, so on and so forth. I'll get right back to you. Whatever I can do to help your group grow, you know, I got you back 110%.
All right. Appreciate you, brother. You have a good night.
All
Good
right,
night,
you
everyone.
too, man.
All right. Bye-bye.